Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sportsload. I'm Garrett, and this is Van, and we're doing our own podcast today. The other boys are doing theirs later because we have crap to do tomorrow. So, yep, it's me and Van today. So we're going to be doing some mock draft stuff before the draft this week. So you want to start with your mock draft, Van, or mine?
Oh, you want to go pick by pick, or
Yeah, we
you
can go
wanna...
pick by pick. Actually, that's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah. So for the first pick, me and Garrett
looks
we
like
have
we
the same
agree.
pick for Cam Ward, which I was saying. Yeah, the whole Fortnite thing. He named Calvin Ridley a top 5 receiver, and boasting his future teammates. I just think it just makes sense. He goes number 1 overall.
Yeah, it seems like he wants to be there, and they probably want him. So
Yeah, it's a win-win for both parties.
it really is, because Will Levis is just not it.
Yeah.
That guy.
It is embarrassing.
Yeah. All right, next pick. Let's see, who did I have? Oh, I had Travis Hunter going to the Browns. And you have a trade, actually.
Yes, I had the Panthers trading with the Browns because I can see the Browns really need a cornerback, but that pick is too high for a quarterback. So they can just get some additional picks for like a player maybe, and then have the Panthers move up for like a generational talent. I got them getting Abdul Carter, but if they go Travis Hunter, that makes sense as well for them.
Yeah, I could see them going either way. I've been picking Travis Hunter there.
Yeah.
I can see him trading back too, though. I guess if they really wanted to get some extra capital or draft capital or whatever.
Yeah, because like Shadur Sanders, I don't think he goes top 4, top 5.
Oh, really? You don't think he's gonna go that high now?
Nah, most people have him going to the Saints earliest, but I could be wrong. See someone like the Raiders maybe getting him, but
yeah, I could see the Raiders picking him. He feels like a. I have him going to the Giants next pick.
yeah,
I think the connection is just too strong. He wants to go to the Giants, and the Giants kind of want him.
it just doesn't make sense why we get draft 2 veteran quarterbacks and then sign 2 veteran quarterbacks and get Shadur Sanders.
Yeah, but the Falcons did it last season, right? They signed Kirk Cousins and they drafted Michael Penix, so it's not out of precedence for someone to do that.
So.
Well, yeah, but you can have 3 quarterbacks on a team. It's not crazy.
But not like 3 starter worthy quarterbacks, It's like
maybe they're gonna have them fight it out in camp. Who knows? Or maybe they trade one of them.
Yeah, it could make sense. But yeah, I had Travis going there.
I could see that too. Yeah.
They need help on both sides of the ball, and he's the best player on both sides of the ball, so just makes sense. But again, could see Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter switching between 2 or 3.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's anyone's guess to where they go up there. They're gonna go near the top. We just don't know in what order.
Yeah. So number 4 we also agree on with Genty. They really need some running back help with all the fumbles and issues the Patriots had last year.
Yeah, and Genty's gonna be a solid running back, I think. Probably one of the better ones, maybe even.
Yeah, better than the 2 guys with Stevenson and I think Antonio Gibson.
Yeah.
They played horrible last year.
Stevenson wasn't that bad. What was it, like the year before? But he just I don't know what happened.
He fell off
the ball.
Yeah, that was the main issue, the fumbles. And next pick, you have T-Mac.
Yep.
Going to the Jags, and I have Mason Graham. Who's the starting wide receivers for the Jaguars?
I don't even know because they traded most of them away or we let them go.
Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
I don't know who the other, because they got rid of Christian Kirk.
They got rid of Kelvin Ridley. Or he left to go to...
That was, yeah.
That was a
Tennessee.
trade or something, right? I think it was a trade.
I'm not too sure. He plays for Tennessee now.
They only have Parker Washington on their... Wait. Oh, yeah, Brian Thomas. Yeah, Parker Washington and Brian Thomas on their team right now. So they need, like, a receiver.
Number 2. Yeah, that would be crazy. Like, now I think about it, Brian Thomas and T-Mac.
Yeah, it would be a good combination, possibly. They need some offensive help there. Team's not looking too good. Yeah, I mean, I think they could also take Graham too. It's a good defensive pick. Can't go wrong with that usually.
It says their biggest need is defensive tackle. And Graham is supposed to be like one of the better ones to come out. Recent.
I heard the Jets might take him too. I don't know if he falls that far.
Yeah.
But
so I have T-Mac going for the next pick, actually, number 6.
And I have the Raiders getting Abdul Carter.
You think? I don't think Abdul Carter will fall that far. I think it'll be really crazy if he does.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought about putting Carter at, like, I don't know, with the Browns maybe, but then I was like, I don't know. And plus the Raiders, but him with Max Crosby would be crazy.
But him with Myles Garrett would be crazier.
Yeah, like either way, it's a good combination, I think.
Yeah, it could. That'd be good for the Raiders if he does join.
It would be. It would be a good pick for them if they. That would be like a solid pick because usually they just pick like the fastest guy. They're like, oh, this guy's fast. Let's just take him. Why not?
Yeah.
That's been their philosophy forever. So, hoping they change it. All right.
Yeah.
For the
who you
Jets,
got for your Jets?
I haven't taken Tyler Warren, the tight end from Penn State.
I was actually stuck on this pick because I was thinking Warren would be a good pick for them, but I also had Will Campbell available.
Yeah, I think they could go that way too. They're gonna either take like it's either gonna be an offensive lineman, a tight end, or possibly a defensive guy.
Yeah, it's usually like most likely a help for blocking.
Yeah, that'd be a smart pick too. I wouldn't mind either of those actually. If they got or Warren or Campbell, I think those are both solid picks.
Yeah, it'll be good for the Jets. Like, considering the needs of the teams ahead of them, the Jets are, they're in a good spot.
Yeah, especially because they filled some spots in free agency, which was very important.
The Jets, we said this last year, but looking kind of good.
Yeah, on paper, they're looking really good. It's just, will they actually play up to their talent level? Last year, the coaching let them down big time, so I'm hoping Aaron Glenn can right the ship. Honestly.
Yeah. And no more diva quarterback.
Well, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is gone, so that'll be good.
Aaron Glenn, that's the first major step he took.
Yep.
That's good. So, who'd you get for number 8?
So you have the Browns drafting Shedeur Sanders, obviously because of the trade. I have the Panthers taking Mason Graham.
Well, that'll be a good pick for them. They need as much help as they need, honestly.
Yeah, they're just a few players away.
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball, I feel like.
Yeah, they could use the receiver too, maybe.
Yeah, I did think about a receiver for them too.
Yeah, but there's no good receivers like that you would draft that early.
Yeah,
even though you
didn't
do
feel
have
right.
a Mecca. Yeah, but Mecca going to the Saints the next pick. I think that's a little too high.
Yeah, it might be. But you never know. They're looking for some offensive firepower, so.
But they might, just reach kind of. I
Yeah,
went safe and went with Will Johnson, who's I think is the best corner in the draft. You know,
yeah, it's probably a good pick too. I don't think they can go
yeah,
wrong either way.
yeah. Oh, now
10.
yeah, 10. I did the Bucks trading with the Bears for that pick. So my next pick would be Shamar Stewart going to the Bucks.
That's an interesting trade. I did Mekhi Starks for the Bears. Get a good
This is
safety
good.
to help their defense out.
Yeah, it's a good pick. Ooh, yeah, Will Campbell going to 49ers. That'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be dangerous.
I mean, if they're gonna keep Purdy and sign him to a big contract, they gotta protect him. I feel like.
Who's the other the offensive tackle? I forgot his name.
Oh, I don't
Trent
know.
Williams.
Trent Williams, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, him and
those.
Trent Williams would be good look
Yeah,
up front.
yeah. They just need to. I don't know how good their guards are, but that would be a really good O line. A really good upgrade.
Trying to look up who their guards are. Gutierrez, Hennessy. McKenzie. They got a few. Nugent. Yeah, they got a few. I mean, but anyway, that would be a good pick for them.
Yeah, that would be like a crazy pick.
If he falls that far, because he might get drafted earlier. Like you have him going earlier in your draft to the Jets. So
yeah, I had Jalen Walker out of Georgia. This also would be a crazy pick, considering they lost all like their defensive players.
oh yeah, true. I did think I would go on defense for them, but then I was like, you know what? They could use some offensive line. They need to, because they lost a lot of players actually, defense and offense.
Yeah.
So
because of Purdy.
Yeah. So they'll need to do something. I mean, there's also other rounds, obviously, but
yeah. So you have Luther Burden going 12.
Yep.
Isn't he supposed to go like he's projected second round?
Oh yeah, I did hear he might drop that far, but
Yeah.
I feel like he's still talented enough that the Cowboys would reach for him.
I had them going for Mike Green off the basis of he has a lot of issues with and I can see the Cowboys drafting a player like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
legal
doesn't Burden have off the field issues too?
So both picks would be perfect for them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, they both have off the field issues, so it's like I could see him going either way. And they like flashy players too. And Burden's like flashy and fast, so
Yeah, he was supposed to be the best receiver at the beginning of the season, but I guess he fell off a little.
yeah, he had a good combine. Just I don't know what happened. Just I guess the off the field stuff is hurting his draft stock. That's probably what happened.
And who do you have to the Dolphins? I have the tackle from Missouri, Armand Membu.
Same. Yeah,
So yeah,
we have the same pick.
Okay. Who'd you have for Colts?
Jahad Campbell.
Jahad Campbell. Yeah, he's supposed to be really good.
And you have them taking Tyler Warren. I could see it.
Yes.
If the Jets don't draft him, I could see it.
Yeah. He might not fall that far, but yeah. Then you have Tyler Booker going to the Falcons.
Yeah, I figure I'd just have him take a guard.
Had him go D line instead. Yeah, didn't need line help. Both sides.
So you have him taking Derek Harmon, okay.
Yeah. And you had Cardinals. I had Michael Williams, Jahad Barron. We both went defense.
Yeah, I think that's because they're pretty good on offense. It's just the defense is not great.
Yeah. And then Bengals. I feel like any defensive player would be helpful for them. So I had Malachi Starks.
We both went defense. I went Walter Nolan.
And I feel like whoever is the best defensive player available, they just need to draft.
Yeah.
Regardless of position.
That's kind of what I did. I just went best player for them.
And then you have Tate Ratledge. Isn't he supposed to go second, third round as well?
I don't know. Maybe.
I like him though. I think I want the Texans to draft him in the second round if he's available.
Yeah, they probably could have picked a different lineman.
Yeah, I had an old lineman too, Calvin Banks for them.
Oh, okay, yeah, I have him going a little bit later, but you could switch those. I think
any old line help.
Yeah, any old line help would be good.
And the tackles could play guard, so yeah.
Yep.
And I switched the picks with the Bears for the next one. Had them drafting Amarion Hampton.
Yeah, I have the Bucks still there, and they're gonna take Will Johnson.
Yeah, it's a great pick. You had Hampton going.
If he falls that far, then it'll be good.
Yeah. You had Hampton going to the Broncos next pick.
Yep.
That was the main reason he did that trade, because I felt like Hampton would be the best player for them.
So the Bucks would kind of steal him away from the Broncos.
Yeah.
Because they both need running back.
Basically.
And then I have the Steelers reaching for Jackson Dart.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's spicy.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's going to happen. Oh, yeah, you do too.
Yeah. And then you have Kenneth Grant for the Chargers. I have Colton Loveland, the tight end from Michigan.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I can see them, going for like a tight end. I feel like he possibly might be better than Tyler Warren now.
Oh, really? Maybe.
Yeah. And you have Mike Green going to Green Bay. Well, I have who's going? Jahad Barron, the cornerback.
So we both have him going defense.
Yeah. They also could use a wide receiver, but
there's not really many wide receivers left that are good enough to be drafted in the first round. After what's his face? The last one I drafted. Oh, after Burden. It's kind of like,
Yeah. And I had Tyler Booker going to Minnesota and Mbuka going to the Texans.
Yeah, I had Trey Amos going to Minnesota and Josh Simmons going to the Texans.
Yeah. For the Texans, we both have Ohio State players. I feel like a reunion with CJ Stroud is what he will want.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good thing, usually.
That's the main reason. Yeah.
Chemistry.
As a Texans fan, I would love to have our own version of Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith.
Or Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson, also Ohio State.
We don't know how they're going. Yeah, because of Ohio State, yeah.
Lots of Ohio State connections.
Yeah.
And then I have Kelvin Banks Jr. going to the Rams.
Who do I have? Rams.
You have Gerard Campbell.
Yeah, go for the best player available, I guess.
Yeah. Pretty much what I did all the way down here, just best player available for every single one.
And then I seen while I was doing this draft, I seen that James Pierce for some reason fell a little. I can see like the Ravens going for him.
Oh,
and you have an edge as well.
I don't think I have him drafted. Oh no, I do have him going later.
Yeah, going to Washington.
Yeah, I have him going for the Ravens, Donovan Izuka, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, both have edge player.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have an offensive guard, Greg Zabel for Detroit.
I have Detroit taking Matthew Golden.
I mean, don't they already have two good receivers? Three? Well, they have a lot of good receivers now.
Yeah, they do, but they did lose Josh Reynolds to the Jets, so they gotta.
Yeah, I mean,
But they could always draft later, I guess.
Yeah,
I could see them going somewhere, somewhere different. But he was like the best player available in my draft, so I was like, it's gonna work.
Yeah, I have him going to the Broncos earlier.
Yeah.
I picked Kenneth Grant, the Bills, Nick Amawari going to Washington.
Yeah, I have James Pierce going to Washington and Jalen Walker going to the Bills.
Yeah, both good picks for both of us.
Yep.
You picked Zabel going to the Chiefs. I went defensive line. Got him a Walter Nolan.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I guess they need both, technically. So.
Yeah. And then you got the DT from Tennessee. Well, I got an edge for Texas A&M for the Eagles.
So we both went defensive line.
Yeah, basically. All right. We'll see who's the most accurate, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not expecting mine to be accurate in any way. Maybe like the first pick, but
yeah, same.
I think it's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be way different than we think.
Yeah, it always especially with the trades.
Yeah, because the trades are so unpredictable. I can't even imagine what trades will happen. Really, teams sometimes go crazy with the trades. Like they trade a lot, a lot,
especially
of picks.
For the quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about NBA now.
Yeah, we can if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. All the games are basically blowouts now.
Yeah, I think so. Game. It was pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
the Thunder blew out the Grizzlies.
That was so bad.
The Celtics blew out the Magic, and the Cavaliers blew out the Heat.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 points. Yeah. The Knicks Pistons looks like it could be interesting. The Knicks have to win game 2 no matter what, because I feel like in Detroit,
Oh yeah, New York has the lead right now, but they're okay.
Yeah, that was a close game until the end.
Yeah, the Knicks only won by a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, game 2 they have to win no matter what.
And these are these 5-game series or 3-game series? I forget.
There's 4 games, so they have to win. Whoever wins 4 games first.
Oh, it's 4. No, it can't be. So it's 5 games then.
What do you mean? No.
Or is it 7? That'd be 7 games. They have to win 4.
7, yeah. 7. First one to win 4, so it goes up to 7.
Yeah, okay. Couldn't remember if it changes, but I think it's always 7.
I can see the winner of the Nuggets Clippers series going to the conference final or even the finals.
You think the Clippers got a chance at all? I don't know if they.
They have Kawhi Leonard who could defend anybody.
So put him on Jokic, right? And then.
I mean, I don't know. It looked like it was working, and then they lost in overtime by 2 points. That was a neck and neck game. So yeah.
That's interesting. If they can defend well, then maybe.
Yeah, I mean.
And then who would they face in the next round? I don't know the bracket, but.
I believe that's the. Let me look.
Yeah, I don't know the bracket, but if they face someone easy in the next round, or not easy, but like someone that's not someone beatable, then that might be a good good path to. Oh yeah, they would face the Thunder probably. Thunder or Grizzlies, depending on who wins. I think the Thunder will probably win.
Oh, yeah, the Thunder's gonna beat the Grizzlies for sure.
Yeah. So they'll face the Thunder, which is kind of tough.
I think the Thunder. I think they might choke.
Think so?
Yeah, they did last year. And the same thing last year.
Oh yeah, true. They did choke last year.
Yeah. And I can see the Lakers, making a comeback against the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, they could easily come back and win that series.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Bucks. Hopefully they get Damian Lillard. Yeah, make that series interesting. But the Pacers look like they got that one too.
Yep, it'll probably be Pacers and Cavaliers and Knicks Celtics. Ugh,
Yeah, that would be crazy.
that's gonna be that's gonna be
Yeah.
a wild series.
Yeah, so it looks like the East is gonna be the higher seeds for sure.
Yeah, I don't see the Magic winning or the Pistons. Bucks are kind of injured, right?
Wow, the Warriors are up by 13 at halftime.
Yeah, I saw that.
I hope. I would love to see Steph Curry win another ring. He deserves it.
And then he could just retire, like, right after.
I mean, he probably want to keep on competing.
Yeah, probably, but that's the way to go out, though. You win a ring and then just dip.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's already an all-time great. He doesn't need to prove anything else.
I think his thing is he wants to be the greatest ever. And I don't know. He just has to. I don't think he'll ever be the greatest ever, but.
Well, I mean, part of being the greatest is, you always keep trying to be the greatest. It never stops. How many championships does he have already? He has like, what, 4? 5? 4.
4, yeah. So if he wins 5, he'll have more than LeBron, I believe, no?
Yeah, I think so, actually. Yeah, because LeBron only has like 4, I think. So. And it'll only be 1 short of Jordan as well.
No, Jordan has 6, though.
Yeah, if he has 5 championships, it'll be 1 short.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jordan has 6.
I think Jimmy Butler's the help they needed.
Yeah, it seems like it. And Jimmy always plays good in the playoffs. Always.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy.
Yeah. He's always like a different player in the playoffs. It's pretty wild.
Surprised two leading stats scorers are Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler right now.
Yep.
Any other sports? Champions League. You watch soccer?
I do not.
Well, hot take. I believe PSG is gonna win it.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, most people would say, either
Who's
Arsenal,
in the finals anyway? I know the quarterfinals were like last week or something, or a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, right now it's the semifinal, which starts on next week, Tuesday. We have Arsenal, PSG, and Barcelona and Inter Milan. Most people will say Arsenal and Barcelona has it easy, but their opponents are crazy. They're still really good. For underdogs.
I mean, we could always talk some baseball. Some interesting stuff happening there.
It's the 420, and what's his name? Cody Bellinger hit a home run today.
Oh, of course he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's a big 420 fan.
Yeah, apparently 3 years in a row he hit a home run on 420.
Yeah, he has that. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe the Yankees won. The Mets won too, right?
Yeah, the Mets swept the Cardinals 4-game series.
Yeah, I was trying to go to that game today, but it didn't work out. Yeah,
it was a good game. I watched the highlights of it.
Nice.
And the Yankees are doing good. They're on a bit of a win streak, I think, right? Was it like a 5 or 6 game win streak?
Is it?
That's what I heard. I don't know if that was correct or not. I'll look at this.
Yeah, I mean, we're 7-3 in the last 10 games.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I think they were on a win streak. They're only on a 1-game win streak, so they must have lost recently. They must have lost yesterday.
Wait, let me look at the past games.
Because it was, I know they were on a big,
yesterday.
Yeah, they were on a big win streak, and they must have lost.
Yeah, 6-game win streak. We swept the Royals, and then we won 2 against the Rays, then lost yesterday and won today.
Yeah, the Mets have been pretty good. I mean, at least they're also 7-3 in their last 10.
Yeah, Juan Soto has to pick it up.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been struggling, but he's been doing better now. He's at least he's getting hits and stuff. He's not like just doing nothing.
Yeah,
the home runs haven't started yet, but he's gonna get there. I'm not worried.
I mean, as a Met fan, do you think I would be crazy for saying Pete Alonso deserves a Gold Glove?
I don't know. His defense actually isn't that great at first.
But it improved a lot.
No, it has improved like a ton, but he's not the best defensive first baseman. If you look at his stats, I'll look it up. If you look on Baseball Savant, you can see it's not the best.
I mean, what were the stats that you would have to look at?
Statcast outs above average. That's what you would look at, and it's for his career he's -26, which is bad.
Okay,
and this year he's -1. Last year he was -9.
And what place would that be for him? We would rank him among the other first basemen. For this season.
I'm actually not sure, but
what's it called? Outs above average.
Outs above average. I'm not sure. I could probably look that up at some point, but basically he'd be in the lower half because he's below average. That's what it means. -1 would be like kind of like lower middle, maybe like 15, 16. Because you're not. I mean, it's. I don't know if there's a.
So, the best first baseman looks like the guy for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez.
No, he's like he's like a utility player though. He plays like a lot of positions.
So he wouldn't really count.
Yeah, he wouldn't have enough like time at first base. Maybe he played a few games, but that doesn't mean a few games is not the same as playing like every game, right?
How about Jonathan Arnanda on the Rays and Wilson Contreras on the was it St. Louis? Yeah, St. Louis.
Yeah.
There's one. Yeah, there's a bunch of guys who are like at 1.
Yeah.
So I guess
Alonso is right at. It doesn't say what number he's at, but 22. Yeah.
22nd. Wow.
But the season just started, so but I think even when the season gets more into more games, he's still going to be in the lower half because he's not the greatest at defense.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess I was just looking at the highlights.
Yeah, I mean he's fine. He's not gonna hurt you out there necessarily, but he's not gonna crazy improve your team either.
Yeah, it won't be an advantage on defense.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, first base is maybe the least important defensive position because it's all he has to do is be able to catch the ball. Really, as long as he can catch it when it's thrown to him, that's all that matters. And he mostly does that. He misses some balls, but
What do you think about the Cubs?
I like the Cubs, honestly. I think Pete Crow Armstrong's a beast. He's been playing really good.
Yeah, him and Tucker.
Yeah, they're a really good team. I really like them. I like their moves, and it's proving to be really good. They absolutely stomped the Dodgers the other week.
Yeah,
That's 16 to
0.
whatever, 16-0.
And they beat them 2 out of 3 games.
Yeah, and they're still crushing it. They're just a really good team. They have although they did lose Justin Steele to injury for the season, so
that's like the best pitcher now.
Yeah, one of their best. It's unfortunate because he's a really good pitcher. He's like he's kind of like Edwin Diaz, but like a starter.
Yeah.
He has like the same kind of pitch mix as Edwin Diaz.
Was it Tommy John?
Yeah, Tommy John.
Yeah, that sucks.
That happens. I mean, guys get Tommy John like multiple times down in their career.
Yeah. Are you interested in hockey?
I don't really follow it too hard anymore. I do like to watch hockey though.
Yeah, this is the only time I watch hockey during the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I don't really have a favorite team or anything. I just casually look at the Rangers sometimes. Look at the record.
They suck this year.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think see either the Jets winning it.
That's a crazy statement. I wish that was football.
Yeah, they're like the best. It's crazy. The Jets being the best team in this sport, not being the New York Jets.
Yeah. They're not from New York at all.
Nope. The other side of the... Well, not even the country. The western side of the North America.
Oh, yeah, they're the 1 seed. Wow. And they're playing the Blues.
Overall 1 seed. Yeah. You see a team like the Avalanche. I want the Oilers to win. That's my team.
That's your team?
I want to see Connor. Well, not my team. The Rangers are my team. I want to see Connor McDavid win it. It's about time.
I mean, they got a chance. They're not in the same division as the Jets, at least. Or are they? No, they're not. Yeah.
I mean, they would have to play. I mean,
well, they have to play him in the conference, right?
Yeah, the conference finals, but both teams have to make it that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there could be upsets.
You have the Battle of Florida with the Panthers and the Lightning going at it.
That's so funny.
Yeah. It's crazy. Imagine the Devils win Stanley Cup or win anything. They give New Jersey professional sports a win before New York.
Yeah, that would happen. I mean, the Jets are not doing anything anytime soon. And I don't think the Giants are either, honestly.
I only hope we have is in baseball. Yeah.
I mean, the Yankees were in the World Series last year, and they almost won. If Aaron Judge didn't drop the ball.
Yeah. That was sad. I mean, then we don't know about the Knicks, but I doubt they're gonna win.
I don't know. The Knicks can surprise you sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like last year's team was more exciting to watch than this year's team. I had more hope for that team last year.
Yeah, they were. It does feel like it was more exciting. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. That and they had less competition. The Cavs weren't, they didn't have the Cavs and the Celtics. It was only the Celtics last year.
Right.
Yeah. Man, you never know. Is there anything else we can cover?
I think that's it. We kind of covered all the sports. Unless you want to talk about Formula 1.
No, I don't know too much about Formula 1.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I only know Lewis Hamilton, and that's it. And I like their clothing. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, it's Have you watched the Drive to Survive on Netflix? You should watch it if you want to get into it.
No, so what is that about? It's like a show, or is it
Yeah,
like
it's a show on
variety
Netflix. It's like a documentary.
documentary?
It starts in. It has 7 seasons now. 10
7
episodes per
seasons?
season, and they're like an hour long. So you'll be watching it for a while, but basically it
It's
starts from like
basically, yeah.
2018 and then onward, every season
So it's
onward.
like,
So you can learn everything about what happened the past 7 years.
alright, so say if I watch last year's season and this year's season, do you think I'll be caught up? Or
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
you
you'll know what's going on at least for a little bit, but you should watch it from the beginning.
Alright, I'll look into that. What's it called again?
Drive to Survive on Netflix.
Drive to Survive. Okay.
Yeah, watch it,
I
and
mean,
then you can. Hamilton's on Ferrari now, so you can be a. I guess you're gonna be a Ferrari fan. If that's
yeah,
the driver that you like.
there's some other guys, I just forgot their names.
Yeah, I'm a McLaren fan.
McLaren, who's the best driver again?
Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. That's the drivers.
Yeah, Lennon. Yeah, that guy's nice.
Yeah, Norris is. I mean, well, he was actually leading the championship until today. Now Piastri's leading it.
Who does he drive for?
McLaren.
Oh, so I guess the two guys in McLaren are leading.
Yeah, McLaren's the best team right now. I hesitate to say that, but they're the best. They're the fastest team right now, as of right now.
Nice.
So yeah.
That's great. So for F1, you have to go into like the car technology too, right? Not just the driver, obviously.
Yeah. Because there's in basically an F1, there's 2 championships, right? There's the drivers' championship and the team championship. So the drivers get points based on where they place in the race, and the teams also get points based on where based on what the drivers do. So so it's like goes by each team is called a constructor. So they each get. The teams are competing for points. It's a separate championship, so it's 2 different like standings basically.
But it's the same race.
Yeah, same race based on the same race results.
Okay.
And there's 24 races in a season now.
Yeah, when's the next race that's close by to New York?
Well, the closest one to New York will be in let's see. The next race is in Miami, actually. That's probably the closest one. And then there's one in Texas as well. But that's in October.
I forgot where. Was it Pennsylvania?
No. There's one in Vegas,
Canada.
too. Yeah, there is one in
What's the
Canada.
one?
Actually, that's the one that's closest, probably. Yeah, Montreal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Montreal.
That's in June.
That's in June.
Yeah, like mid-June.
I might actually be interested to go. That always looks like
It's
something.
very expensive. That's the only small issue. The tickets are very expensive, so.
Ah,
But I mean, we can. I want to go eventually, for sure.
yeah, we could talk about that.
I mean, maybe next year. We could go to Miami or maybe Montreal or Texas and Austin. We could see
If it's a
Kevin.
lot of money, where in Texas is it?
It's in Austin.
Austin? I don't know how far that is from Houston.
A couple hours.
Yeah, we gotta have him come to us.
Yeah, exactly. He's already down there, so he wouldn't even have to like fly. He just drive a few hours.
Yeah, so we covered all the sports now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then there's no tennis going on, right?
I have no idea. I don't really follow.
Yeah, me either. I only know like the big opens. I believe there's one coming up soon before the US Open, either French or Australian. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too big on that. But yeah.
Looks like it was like the Barcelona Open and the BMW Open.
Yeah, those aren't the majors.
Yeah,
But
they're not major events though. They're just
Yeah.
like regular ones.
All right, so now we covered everything for sure.
Yep. All right, so let's wrap it up.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yes, thank you.